The Egyptian-French Business Forum has kicked off in Cairo with wide participation from officials and representatives of the business community from both countries. Speaking at the opening session of the forum, Mr. Hussein Hiba, the CEO of the General Authority for Investment and Free Zones, said that French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to Egypt represents a pivotal milestone in the strategic relations between the two countries, affirming the depth of historical ties and growing cooperation in various fields, particularly the economic ones. Secretary of the Supreme Council of Universities, Dr. Mustafa Rifat, has stated that the French-Egyptian Forum for Scientific and Academic Cooperation will be held over 2 days, April the 7th and the 8th. The Secretary of the Supreme Council of Universities, Dr. Mustafa Rifat, stated that the French-Egyptian Forum for Scientific and Academic Cooperation will be held over 2 days on the sidelines of French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to Cairo. The Secretary of the Supreme Council of Universities, Dr. Mustafa Rifat, stated that the French-Egyptian Forum for Scientific and Academic Cooperation will be held on the sidelines of the French President's visit to Cairo, among others. Trade relations between Egypt and France continued to strengthen in 2024, with the total volume of trade reaching $2.9 billion, up from $2.5 billion in 2023. According to CAPMA's data, Egyptian exports to France grew to $1 billion in 2024, up from $855.4 million in 2023. Key sectors driving this increase included electrical machinery, with an amount of $248 million, fertilizers $194 million, fuel $158 million, fruits and vegetables $75 million, and garments $73 million. On the import side, Egypt brought in $1.8 billion from France, slightly up from $1.7 billion in 2023. Key imports were pharmaceuticals $302 million, cereals $183 million, and vehicles $115 million. French investments in Egypt were $483.8 million, and Egyptian investments in France reached $238.3 million. French President Emmanuel Macron has expressed his gratitude to President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and the Egyptian people for their warm welcome. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and French President Emmanuel Macron visited Cairo's historic Khan el-Khalili and Al Hussein districts. Macron's choice of Khan el-Khalili for the visit also emphasized France's distinguished partnership with Egypt, extending beyond formal diplomacy to include humanitarian and cultural ties. Egyptian media footage captured the two leaders touring the districts and the Grand Egyptian Museum, set to open later this year, further showcasing Egypt's rich cultural heritage.